hello friends, and how are you today? Hello friends, it's good to see you today. With sun shining faces, with sun shining faces, with sun shining faces, we'll have fun today. Are we going to have fun today? I didn't hear you. Oh, I heard you. Yes, we're going to have fun today. Wow, what a beautiful day today. The sky is blue and it's very warm today. So you need your suntan lotion on and your hat on your head today to protect your head, right? All right, so today we're going to do, because Sunday is Mother's Day, like I told you before, so we're going to have a little story. We've got a little craft and we got some songs to sing today. So I thought this book would be pretty cool to read today because Mummy is included in this book. So I thought, The Tiger Who Came to Tea with Mummy and the Little Girl. Inside. Once there was a little girl called Sophie, and she was having tea with her mummy in the kitchen. And I'm sure you're going to have a tea with your mummy or a special dinner with your mummy this weekend. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. Rat-a-tat-tat. Rat-a-tat-tat. Oh, who could it be? Sophie's mummy said, I wonder who that can be. Is it the milkman? Can it be the boy from the grocer's? Because he hasn't been yet today. Or could it be Daddy? Because he's forgotten his keys. We'd better open the door and see. Oh dear, excuse me for 1 minute. But Daisy is barking. Let me just let him out. Sorry about that, but Daisy wanted to come out. We better open the door. I wonder who's there. Is it Daisy? Sophie opened the door. And there was a big, furry, stripy tiger. Excuse me, but I'm very hungry. Do you think I could have tea with you? Sophie's mummy said, Of course, come on in. So the tiger came in the kitchen and they sat down at the table. Look how big the tiger is. And Mummy is having to look up because he is so big. Sophie's mummy said, Would you like a sandwich? But the tiger didn't just take one sandwich. He took all the sandwiches on the plate and swallowed them in one big mouthful. Whoops! And he still looked hungry. So Sophie passed him the buns. But again, the tiger just didn't eat one bun. He ate all the buns on the dish. And then he ate all the biscuits and all the cake until there was nothing left to eat on the table. So Sophie's mum said, Would you like a drink? You must be pretty thirsty. And the tiger drank all the milk in the milk jug and all the tea in the teapot. And then he looked round the kitchen to see what else he could find. Look how big he is. The Tiger's pretty big. He ate all the supper that was cooking on the stove and all the food in the refrigerator. Oh. And all the all the packets and tins in the cupboard. Wow, is he ever hungry? And he drank all the milk and all the orange juice and all Daddy's beer and all the water out of the tap. Wow. He's leaving nothing for them to eat or drink, is he? Then he said, "Thank you for my nice tea. I think I'd better go now." And he went. Sophie's mummy said, "I don't know what to do. I've got nothing for Daddy's supper, and the tiger has eaten all the food in the house." Look at his mum, her mum. She's looking very worried, isn't she? After Sophie found she couldn't have a bath because the tiger had drunk all the water from the tap, so Sophie couldn't have a bath. Oh no! Just then, Sophie's dad came home. So Sophie and her mummy told him what had happened and how the tiger had eaten all the food and drunk all the drink. And Sophie's dad said, "I know what we can do. I've got a very, very good idea. We'll put on our coats and we'll go to the cafe." Oh, isn't that a good idea? So they went out in the dark and all the street lamps were lit and all the cars had their lights on and they walked down the road to the cafe. Has anybody ever been on a double-decker bus? This book is actually an English author, Judith Kerr. So have any of you ever been on a double-decker bus? When I was a little girl, I used to go on the double-decker bus all the time. And I always wanted to go on the top deck, at the top. And they had a lovely supper with sausages and chips and ice cream. In the morning, Sophie and her mummy went shopping and they had to buy lots and lots of food to eat. And they also bought a big tin of tiger food. Have you got tiger food in your house? Does your mummy buy tiger food? Come, so that if the tiger came for tea again, but the tiger never came again. The end. Isn't that a silly story? I hope a tiger have never come to your house to have tea with you. Now, so the craft today, I got a rock from the garden. I thought you can get a rock and you can paint it. So I did this first, so to show you, I painted it pink. And then on it, I wrote Happy Mother's Day. And it's always good to write the year, because for me, I know I've often forgotten who made it and when. So if you put the year and maybe who it's from on the back, then that way your mum will know years down the road who made it. Well, at least whether it be your brother or your sister. So I painted it pink, and then what you can do, get your mum to write the Happy Mother's Day, unless you try and do it yourself. And then you can take paint and you can just do whatever you want to make it look pretty. You can do whatever color you want. Paint, you could actually even use felt pens, but probably paint would be better. And then she can put it in the garden. Look at that beautiful rock. Just for your mum. Okay, so if you remember last time we said we had that lovely little poem about mummy. So I'll say it first and then you can help me. Ready? Mummy, mummy, I love you. Thanks for all the things you do. I love you and you love me. That's the way it should always be. Mummy, mummy, I love you. Thanks for all the things you do. And when you're saying this poem, you should have your mum sit by the side of you and look at her and tell her how much you love her. Let's do it one more time. Mummy, mummy, I love you. Thanks for all the things that you do. I love you and you love me. That's the way it should always be. Mummy, mummy, I love you. Thanks for all the things you do. Because you always love your mummy. Okay, so the last one we had is to the tune of If You're Happy and You Know It. If you love your mummy and you know it, blow her a kiss. Can you help me? If you love your mummy and you know it, blow her a kiss. If you love your mummy and you know it, blow her a kiss. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy, love your mummy and you know it, blow her a kiss. Now it's give her a hug. If you love your mummy and you know it, give her a hug. If you love your mummy and you know it, give her a hug. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, if you know, give her a hug. If you're happy and you know it, say Happy Mother's Day. If you love your mummy and you know it, say Happy Mother's Day. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you love your mummy and you know it, tell her Happy Mother's Day. There. Now I've got one more little song about Mother's Day, and I hope you'll have a real nice day with your mummy on Sunday. And it goes like this. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day, dear mummy. I love you too. And then give your mum a big, big hug. So have a great day with your mums on Sunday, and I'll see you again very soon. So let's sing our closing song together. It's time to say goodbye now, goodbye now, goodbye now. It's time to say goodbye now to all of my friends. It's time to say goodbye now, goodbye now, goodbye now. It's time to say goodbye now to all of my friends. So to all the mums out there, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day. And Daisy wants to say goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.